Hello, I'm Bruce Lorincz, and this show is called Bruce on the Loose. I'm here on location at Durling Park. There's a dedication going to be happening a little bit later. I'm here with Nancy Bedillion. And Nancy,
Yes.
Boy, it's really exciting to have 4 new pickleball courts, and people can get out here
Yep.
of all ages. Doesn't have
all
to be
ages.
seniors. It could be young people learning the game.
Yeah.
And you have a very passion for pickleball.
Oh, I sure do, and I'm going to try not to cry tonight.
That's
We,
okay.
In 2018, I came home from Florida, had learned how to play pickleball, and I was just passionate about it and went to the city. Can we play pickleball courts on the tennis court up there in front?
Right, sure.
So that's when it started. The first year we chalked, the second year, and we got permission to do this from the
Right,
city.
sure,
You know,
sure.
the city's first question was, "What is pickleball?"
Yeah, right.
So the next year we taped. The following year we got permission to fill the cracks and paint the lines and on one court, and then we got 2 courts on the one tennis court, and then we got another court back here. It's been a progression every year, but a couple of years ago they really involved us in the planning stages of the Durling Park improvements and the Memorial Day.
Well, we're in the right colors today.
Yeah,
A little
we're-
red,
we're a
red,
little
black.
red, right, yeah.
And I hope you're not going to dissuade people. I hope you didn't hurt your leg playing pickleball.
No,
good.
no, I did not.
Okay.
I was at an airport rushing to
Okay.
get to the
Yeah.
next plane. So
I know. I was
yeah.
in Denver, and it detected some little heart issues, which
Oh.
really helped me a great
Yeah.
deal down the
Yeah.
road. But you were visiting a niece graduating.
She was my granddaughter.
Okay.
Was graduating from the Naval Officer Candidate
Okay,
School.
wow.
Big deal,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And I missed it.
Okay, well, that better.
And now I'm missing playing the first game of pickleball on these dedicated courts.
I'm sure Aiden will
Irony.
I'm sure Aiden will get some pictures afterwards. These courts are beautiful.
Beautiful.
They are.
Absolutely.
They are
I'll tell you,
unbelievably.
it took a long time for the city to get this for us, but it is state of the art. What they did underneath the base, the drainage, they didn't just scrape off some dirt and lay asphalt.
right.
It was a sports contractor. They did this right. It's state of the art.
Wasn't that the Wadsworth way? We don't do anything halfway.
That's exactly.
The schools,
You're exactly
the
right.
city.
Yeah.
We don't do things just halfway, right?
No, we don't. You know, and I just am so appreciative, and they so cooperated with our club. That I mean, they ask us, you know, what do you want? What do you want? Where do you want these? How the spacing, just everything. It was wonderful.
And you talk about the club, and I understand talking to you earlier last year that there are a lot of people in the pickleball club. Is that
Well,
right?
We started with 12 members of my family, my
Right.
kids and my grandkids.
Okay.
And that was in 2018. And people kept coming down over that hill saying, "What are you doing? What are you playing?"
Okay.
We are now over 1,200
Wow, unbelievable. Here in Wadsworth
members.
only.
Here in Wadsworth, over 1,200.
My, that is
It's
impressive.
Huge. It's huge.
So they were probably very pleased with your progress, and they were probably giving you ideas to
Sure.
move forward
Oh, sure.
and go forward. We had a little interview with Tony Agnesi, and I think you
Right,
were on
I
there
was-
earlier.
yeah,
and
right, exactly.
he really is a focal point of
Oh,
this,
yeah.
isn't he?
Very much.
No?
Very much. So, so many of our members have stepped forward to spread the word, help out. We had people down on their hands and knees,
Right.
painting lines and filling cracks. I mean, it's been something else.
In the day like today, really important to get outside, get
Oh,
some
my.
sunshine.
Right.
What an ideal day to have this dedication.
And the social aspect of the game. It's just the friendships that have evolved from pickleball it's outstanding.
And I know I walk a lot at the high school and see the pickleball inside,
Right,
and they're
yep.
very nice about waiting till there's
Yep.
an opening, and they keep score, and there was
Exactly.
opening, someone moves in, and new partners.
Yeah.
It is.
Our club paid for those lines. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
We paid for that contractor to come in and paint those pickleball lines. Yeah, we bought the nets. Yeah, our club has done a lot there at the Y.
It might have taken you a long time to get to this point, but it's probably worth it, right? Today is worth it.
It really is. It really is. And community-wise, what we do, we have a group that teaches the Special Olympics kids from Medina County. We have a group that deals with a DD group of Medina County, playing pickleball, teaching them. It's wonderful.
Not only pickleball, but I see the nice sidewalk, the city built, and also tennis courts are still here, and a half court of basketball. So it's everyone can be involved.
And this isn't done yet. You know, there will be a new parking lot up there, playground equipment. The park isn't finished yet.
Okay.
Yeah, the courts are, but yeah, there's more to be done.
Well, thanks very much for taking the time out to talk to you. We really enjoy it.
Always good talking to you.
All right. Thank you. We'll be back in a second with the mayor.
Okay, great.
Take care. Back with Bruce on the Loose here with Tony Agnesi. Tony, boy, it's great. Today was just perfect. Get outside, little breeze, and get a little relaxation.
What a great day to dedicate the brand new pickleball courts here at Durling. They're a long time coming, Bruce.
Right.
Nancy Bedillion, our pickleball leader, she has been 6 years in the making of working with the city and working with the consultants and so forth to get to the point where we are today, where we can dedicate 4 brand new pickleball courts and 2 beautiful tennis courts here, as well as a basketball facility.
Half-court basketball as well.
Basketball, all that here at Durling. It's just been, been great. A lot of work, but today it's all going to happen here in just a little bit.
So no one's left out.
No one's left out.
You want to shoot basketball, you don't have to go full court. Tennis players can still get
here. They're going to be here today.
Yeah,
and
pickleball
group.
And it's really a real social get together when you get groups and you meet new people. You knew were in the city, but you never really talked to them.
You know, Bruce, that's a big part of pickleball. Not only is there the competition and all of that, but the social aspect of it. Myself, for example, we've made so many brand new friends that, usually when you get to retirement age, your friends are your friends. But we've met so many new people and have had the opportunity to spend time with lots of new people. And it's all through pickleball. And so I would say to anyone who's interested in giving it a try to come on down to Durling.
Yeah.
We've got paddle racks here. You put your paddle in the rack, the next 4 people play. And Wadsworth Pickleball Club, and this reflects on Nancy as well, has the reputation all over Northern Ohio as the friendliest pickleball club. The club where people will accommodate you, bring you in, teach you how to play, work with you. So it's just really a great feeling when you hear other pickleball clubs say, boy, those folks in Wadsworth, they really do
some
a
people
great
may
job.
be reluctant. They've never played, or they saw their friends or relatives play, and they say, well, I'm not sure, I don't really know, and I don't have a racket. Those aren't very expensive.
A lot of the retired women, think about this, Bruce. They came along in their high school career before Title IX. So what they had offered them, you could be a cheerleader, a majorette, or the dance line. So many of these women, they're in their 60s, early 70s, they have never played a competitive sport. They've just never had that opportunity like we've had since Title IX. And so this is their first chance to do something, and you'd be surprised how they light up and enjoy it.
Or in the first years, they could just go to half court, and then they had restrictions on what they could
play.
That's
right, on basketball for sure.
Right, no question about it. So it really, again, brings all sorts of people together. And Wadsworth, again, maybe took them a little time to coordinate it, but when they did, these are beautiful courts. They really are. And you got some trees here for a little shade.
A little bit of shade. How can you beat it? West shade here from the wind, and they're going to be perfect. They're going to be wonderful.
So we're going to try to talk to Mayor Laubaugh coming up, maybe Tom Morris, and they all had a hand in it, didn't they?
They sure did. Everyone from the city, the consulting firm that the city worked with, and everybody at Wadsworth Pickleball. This was really an effort that the city should be proud of.
Thank you for your efforts as well, working with Nancy, moving forward, and we really have some good courts here.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you so much.
Be right back in a minute. back with Tom Morris here at Durling Park, the Economic Development Director. Tom, it's got to make you feel really happy to see these pickleball courts and tennis courts and basketball come to fruition.
It's kind of special for me just because I lived right over there, and this is where I grew up. I grew up right on these tennis courts right here and playing basketball right over there. So
when I lived over here on Highland Avenue,
that's right.
so we're
that's right, hometown kids.
Yes, Brick Street,
That's right.
the only one in town, I still think, and it really, the people really enjoy pickleball. It has something that when we probably grew up, we never heard of, but it really has got the imagination of people.
I've been told you cannot have enough pickleball courts. No matter how many you have, you cannot have enough. So it looks like we got 4 here. We're going to have 2 more down at the other park once that gets finished up. So hopefully that'll satiate them. So, and that's the thing about parks. You never know what's the next thing that's going to be important. So you got to be flexible with it. So we maintain the tennis courts even though they are not as popular as tennis is not as popular as pickleball is now, but you got to keep them around. And this park has always been something that's been flexible. They've always had the baseball or had events down. We have the pavilion down there, so people are using those for picnics and what have you. So really a nice asset to the city of Wadsworth.
The weather was cooperating. You get some trees here, some shade, and about 8 or 9 months they can play out here, depending on their tolerance of wind and cold.
The sunshades or the snow shades, whatever you want to do.
Very much so. So people they really talk and they really get to know one another here. Really, it's a friendly place.
It really is. This is just one aspect of the park development that we're having here in Wadsworth, and it's an important one, but it's not the only one. As we work on to the next ones, and we go down, and then we have that open air with the brickyard coming down the pike too. So, when you look at cities, what do cities do? Cities provide police and fire, cities provide infrastructure, and they provide parks. So this is really a testament for the engineering department in the town, for the administration in the town, for taking parks and making them a priority.
That collaboration is so significant. You can't operate on your own. You really need other people to lend a hand and guide you through some issues, and always it isn't easy. Some things come up that you haven't anticipated, and it's really good to see everyone working together.
Right, and to get results, and that's what we have here is results. So today's a testament to those results.
And people really milling around, really looking forward to the grand opening, and I guess some people are going to play afterwards too.
I think they've already played late at night, what I could hear over my house.
Yeah, for sure, no question about it. Well, it's just one thing after another for you. I mean, you just check this off, and then you have Dora project, and then the Memorial Park, and then the Brickyard. It just never ends. But that's a good part of your job.
The job is I got to do what do what's needed, but this one wasn't me. This one was the city, the engineers, the administration to do this one. Some of the other stuff that I'm in charge of, this I just get to enjoy like everybody else.
I was down at the new fire station and the memorial. We talked about the memorial and Safety Town. All those, we take care of different age groups. This is, particularly older folks, and then the little ones for kindergarten, for make sure they don't get out in the street and get injured.
Right.
Wadsworth doesn't turn their back on anyone.
You gotta have all the different types of your society and take care of it. So Wadsworth has its playgrounds that are coming in, but it has stuff for the adults, the doors for the adults, the kids get the playground. So really trying to make it attractive to new families, to older families for retirement, and for new families coming in.
Yeah, and people see this, and it doesn't dissuade them from coming in. I mean, all the development and all the amenities we have makes people think maybe Wadsworth is a good place to stay.
Well, maybe we want to keep that secret so we don't have too many, but yeah, it really is. Does it right from the top to the bottom.
Right, no question about it. Well, thank you for your time and effort, and it looks like people are very enthusiastic today.
We're ready.
We'll be back with the mayor in just a moment.
There's a lot of excitement out here. Obviously, lots of anticipation, an exciting day for sure. I was thinking about it. There's so many of you that have been waiting and wanting for this day for so very long. Yes. But I'm going to say it was worth the wait, because what an amazing product we have here. Wonderful courts that will last this community for many, many years, and so it will serve our community well. But well worth the wait, but it's wonderful to be here, that's for sure. I just wanted to have some brief remarks today, because I know that each of you are just itching to get onto those courts. But I wanted to turn some time over to a special individual, Matt Hiscock. Many of you know him. Matt, come on up here, Matt. Matt is our safety director, but he's also wearing two hats, safety director, but also interim service director. And so not only is he doing two jobs, but he's managing multiple projects. As you well know, we've got a lot of projects going on, particularly park projects going on in the community. And Matt is the driving force, the brains behind it all. And this project is done and is the way it is today, and it's beautiful, and it got done because of you. So I wanted you to say a few words for us.
Thank you, Mayor, and welcome everybody. I want to join in the excitement. What a beautiful complex we have here, and I hope it brings years and years of enjoyment to all of you and those who will use the courts for tennis, pickleball, or for basketball. It's really an exciting time. While the mayor gave some nice words in regards to me, I am, in all honesty, not able to do any of the things that she says that I am able to do without a great team behind me. And so it's very, very important that we thank folks from our engineering division who really put time and effort into the design aspects of the project, the build aspect of the project, and the inspection aspect of the projects. They are really the folks behind making things happen in our city. I'd also be remiss if I didn't thank our electric division. The electric division took on the task of the lighting aspects of our project here, and they did a beautiful job in regards to that. So our electric division folks deserve a lot of credit too. You know, I'd also want to make sure that I thank the other folks that are really managing day-to-day activities on so many projects, including this one. That'd be my assistant directors, Mike Testa, as well as John Belloc. They do a wonderful job in terms of sort of boots on the ground. You know, and nothing really moves forward in a city like ours without the support of our elected officials. Not only does that take the leadership of Mayor Lawbaugh, but really it takes the know-how and the approval of council. And I know we have several city councilmen here. I want to thank them all for their involvement in not just this project, but many of the projects that you see happening in our community. It's a wonderful time to be in Wadsworth. I hope you enjoy our project.
Thank you, Matt, and he thanked all those individuals that I was thanking, and you didn't miss a one. You did great. I wanted to emphasize, though, we do have several council members here, and really this was a group effort because, quite frankly, we can have the best ideas, community members, great ideas, but without the funding, it doesn't happen. And obviously this was not an inexpensive project, but it was well worth the dollars, and as I mentioned, it will serve our community well for many, many years. Well, we have several groups that are going to be enjoying these courts, and we're going to hear from a couple here. I wanted to have our tennis represented, and I will say that I remember years ago, Madeline, who used to be the president of the Women's League, Tennis League for many years, was always, bugging me a little bit, those gentle reminders as far as improving our facilities. And so she's been a driving force behind things. And now we have a new leader also for a new president for the Women's League, and that's Mario Brodo. And so we're going to have Mari say just a few words.
This is so exciting. I'm just excited to be here today as this complex is being unveiled, and it has been quite a project. I like to walk, so I would keep walking past and I would see progress going on and getting close and close and close. And it's like Christmas morning now. Here it is, and we're going to get to enjoy it today. And I just want to say it's an honor to not only represent the Wadsworth Women's Tennis League, but also everyone who enjoys playing tennis. I don't care what your skill level is. I've seen in the Durling Parks before, the tennis courts, there are friendships that are made and forged, and I see families out here playing and growing stronger and healthier. And I believe that as the individuals use these courts, and we're going to be able to use them morning, noon, and night because we have beautiful lights up there, that they are going to grow stronger and healthier. And I believe that our city, Wadsworth, our community, because of this beautiful complex, is also going to grow stronger and healthier. Thank you.
That's wonderful. And I understand, I believe all of that as well. Mari's a great example of keeping active and keeping us all going here. Next, I'm going to have Tony Agnesi come on up here. Tony is a pickleball player, and he's going to have some words of wisdom for us.
Thank you, Mary. There are 48.3 million pickleball players in the United States. Fastest growing sport in America the last 3 years, 272% increase in the number of pickleball players. And 19% of people in the United States have played pickleball at least once. Our population in Wadsworth is 25,000. We have 1,253 members of the Pickleball Club. If you divide that out, and I had to use 2 calculators to get it done, it's 20% of the people in Wadsworth have played at least once. Isn't that great? And we've made a bunch of friends. I think I echo what Mari said about the friendships that are made with pickleball, especially for those people a little bit older. You know, when you retire, usually your friends are your friends, but we've been able to make so many new friends over the course of time. This is 6 years in the making, right, Nancy? 6 years in the making. I remember about 4 years ago, everybody on their hands and knees over there repairing the cracks in the pickleball court so that we could play. And now look at what we've got that the city has provided here. I played all over northern Ohio, as you know, and there's nothing to compare with what we've got here in Wadsworth. I want to recognize a few people that have been really significant in the Wadsworth Pickleball Club. The first is Dan King. Dan, he led the charge of a lot of things. He's built all of our paddle racks that we've used. He has done so much work in terms of design and working with the consulting firm and so forth to get the ball rolling on things. Dan and I were here last night, and Dan said, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, if you wanted to do anything about pickleball, you got to do it yourself. And he was the first always to raise his hand. And now we've got the city behind us as well, which is great. I also want to recognize Rick Reynolds. Rick, every tournament that we did, every social thing, Rick was in charge. His trophies where he spray painted broken pickleballs and turned them into gold, silver, and bronze medals was genius. Rick has been there for all of our tournaments and has just done a magnificent job with that. Can't thank you enough, Rick. Also, Mike Borowski, who is here. Mike has taught literally hundreds of people. I mean hundreds of people, both here and at the Wadsworth Y, on how to play pickleball. And Mike has been in charge of our adult disabled disability program. Every Wednesday, the disabled disability adults come to the Y, and Mike has been in charge of that program. And I have to say, he gets between 8 and 12 pickleball club volunteers every single Wednesday that help out with that. And then Tina's not here, but I want to recognize Tina Mamone, who handles our Special Olympics program, which we do at the Y, teaching Special Olympics players the game of pickleball, and she gets those same Wadsworth Pickleball Club volunteers. And last but not least, we have to thank our founder, Nancy Bedillion. A lot of us old-timers, Nancy taught how to play pickleball. She taught me. And she was mean. I mean, she really But not only has Nancy taught hundreds of people, she brought pickleball to Wadsworth back in 2018 from Florida, where she spends her winters. And she started out with 12 pickleball players, and most of them were her family. And that 12 has grown to 1,200 and change in those same 6 years. She's the founder of the Wadsworth Pickleball Club. And Nancy, can you turn your chair around? I want to go over there with you, if you don't mind. So, this will be here for people to see every single day. And the plaque says, in appreciation to Nancy Bedillion, the founder of the Wadsworth Pickleball Club, who worked tirelessly for the growth and enjoyment of the sport of pickleball and for the residents of Wadsworth. One more round of applause.
Thank you. I had that passion, and you took it and just ran with it. And look at what you've done. It wasn't one person. It was all of you inviting a stranger down over that hill and putting a paddle in their hand and teaching them to play and welcoming them to Wadsworth Pickleball. We have a reputation here. It's unlike anywhere else. We welcome, no one gets turned away. We don't play with you because you've never played or because you're little. We want you to play pickleball with us. That's Wadsworth Pickleball Club, and you are responsible for that. Thank you.
We're gonna get. All right, so we're gonna do one for just a pose. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then this is for real. Okay, ready? All right. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
We learned a lot today here at Durling Park, and the pickleball courts were dedicated. Really a great opportunity for people to get involved. And if you haven't played, Tony Agnesi said that's not an impediment. You can learn, and people are patient, and we have some good people here that can teach you how to play pickleball and enjoy the outdoors. Thanks for viewing Bruce on the Loose, and we will talk to the mayor coming up with Kaleidoscope. Thanks for viewing.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.